The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Green Bay Packers and the Cincinnati Bengals. We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A jet sweep to start the drive. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Rodgers to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Well, coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Hey, 626.
Now this time Rodgers will throw. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Excellent. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first, and the Bengals will get the football back. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45.
11 mighty.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Here we go.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
11.
From midfield now, Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he's going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
We're scoreless after 1. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
And Burrow going to throw again to Mixon on the check down. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Now it's Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 21. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Mixon with a first down carry. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Big Kenny Clark that time pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
11.
On on 2nd and 12. Burrow, open man is Chase, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The LSU connection, Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first.
Gun. Stop. 11.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
On 2, ready?
From the 10, 1st and goal. Now it's Burrow. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
On 2nd and goal. Burrow. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
3rd and goal. Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Bengals post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Sam Hubbard that time coming through defensively with reckless abandon.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Again, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. On play action, now Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he comes back with one complete. He's got the first down and more than that. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow. And that's caught inside the 35. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Here we go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Burrow looking to pass. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure
He rifles one that's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
11 empty. 11 empty.
From the 41, Burrow. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
88.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown, Packers. Robert Tonyan, 53 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead. So many times you think of these tight ends catching the ball already in the end zone. But today's tight end, they can run after the catch, too, to score.
They're big, they're strong, but they're extremely athletic. And they can surprise the heck out of you when they get the ball in their hands and they're running away from the defense.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Preston Smith from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
MP, take 11.
1st and 10. Joe Burrow. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase on a touchdown throw from Joe Burrow. And the Bengals have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, trying to get a little bit closer. From here, the field goal would be 55 yards. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 9 yards that time.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. This is Dillon on the counter. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Play action. It's Rodgers. And it's a Packers touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. It's a gain of 34.
Gun. 11. 12. 11 MT, take. 11 MT.
First down. Here's Burrow. And that one caught downfield by Boyd. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
11 Thomas.
Now Burrow. And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got them into the end zone.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Look at this, a tight end carry. Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here we go. 12.
They'll run with Mixon. And I don't think he got in. He didn't. He's stoned at the 1-yard line. Mixon unable to find the goal line on 4th down. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game not quite over yet. Now we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. But they certainly got dented with that first down run, so now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
On on second down, Dillon. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Back to Dillon on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Again, it's Dillon. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. To throw is Rodgers. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
Alright, my flow sinister. This